I was kicked out of my cult. I wasn't asked to come back to my cult. Hi everybody, my name's Mickey and I am going to be doing a video about how I got kicked out of Disney. Kind of, not really. So last September I applied for the Disney International College program, which would have started 2019 this May, and I did not get in. So I got waitlisted. I did the program once in 2017, so I didn't have to go through the whole process of going in for an interview again, but I had to do a phone interview, which you only have to do the phone interview if you've already gone to the on the ICP program before. So did the interview on the phone, thought it was really great. February 11th came around and a bunch of people got in. Great. There's usually 2 days of acceptances, so I'm thinking, like, I'm fine. Like, some of my alumni friends who didn't get in the first day as well, they've done it more than once. They've done it twice. They're exceptional employees. We're fine. Like, everything's going to be good. Second day comes around, nothing goes out. Third day, nothing goes out. By the fourth day, we're waitlisted, and I go, okay, so this happened last time to a bunch of alumni, and then they got in less than 24 hours later. So I'm like, this is fine. A month goes by, we get an email that says, hey, like, do you want to still be on the wait list? And I'm like, yeah, I still want to be on the wait list because I still want to go. Another month goes by, almost a complete month again. Then I get my NLIC, no longer in consideration. I have been eliminated. But I still haven't received an email for that. So, yo, Disney, if you're listening, like, I kind of want the email that says I'm no longer in consideration. That'd be great. I don't want that email, but, like, I'd like to have some, proper clarity. Yeah, so basically we just looked on our dashboard and it said NLIC, and then we looked on our Disney docs where you put in all the information about your passport, your like contact information, your school that says, like, yes, this person actually is in university and can do this program. That stuff was just completely deleted. So we're like, okay, well, we're not going. It's, people are leaving in like a month to do this program now. So obviously, we're not going, but I did do the program in 2017, the summer of 2017, and I would not give that time up for anything. I had the best summer of my life. I had an amazing time. I met amazing people.
Hey, Michaela.
Yeah?
Are you happy to have us here?
Yeah. So the reason I applied for Disney in the first place is it was really easy for me to buy into what Disney was saying about how they worked and what you would do and just the culture surrounding it, because ever since I was a little kid, I've been hooked. So when it comes to finding employees, Disney has had this sort of advantage. They know the type of people that want to come work to them, and those people that they want are flocking to the jobs, because when you have that strong brand like Disney does, you attract the people with the qualities that you were looking for. They are looking for the type of person that Walt would have wanted. Walt Disney, the guy who started the whole thing, he came up with Mickey Mouse. He is the one who started this big cult of Disney. He is the leader. I mean, you could argue that Mickey Mouse is the leader, but Mickey Mouse is basically just a extension of Walt Disney himself. A Huffington Post article said that a company culture is often caused and defined by a single person, the company founder. And in this case, it's Walt Disney. When I worked in Disney back in 2017, we would have these posters on the wall and big writing. They would pop up on video screens. You are the person that Walt wanted. He said back in the day that he recognized that to make his dream come true, he needed people. He needed employees that would work towards the same dream as him, his dream. And we are those employees. And that message was pushed at us. In the book that you receive when you become a Disney employee, it says things such as, it takes special people. You are never alone. Every person who wears a Disney name tag is connected, no matter who you are, what you do, or where you work. That message is the message that got me thinking about the difference between employee engagement and employee indoctrination. So, employee indoctrination is a fancy word that has cult-like connotations to it. Indoctrination is defined by the process of teaching a person or group to accept a set of beliefs uncritically. They are accepting it unconditionally. They are accepting those beliefs, and it is mostly used in relation to children and religion, and getting a group of children and teaching them a religion, and this is truth, this is what you have to believe. But it can also be used in employees when you are joining a company. So, a positive company does have a strong brand that customers and employees can identify with. But when does that buy-in of the company become somewhat sinister and become that employee indoctrination? And because of the cult-like tendencies that Disney can display, I sort of wonder, is it indoctrination at this point? So the way that the Huffington Post describes employee indoctrination is when you are instructing your employees not only on how to act during their job, but on their emotions as well as those behaviors. In the book that you receive when you become a Disney employee, there is a section that says emotional connection. So they want you to have emotional connections.
It was the best thing ever. Michaela's emotional. Sydney.
That enable the guests to leave with lasting memories. And that's the way that they put it. But really, they want you to have an emotional connection to your job. They want you to feel like you are creating happiness. In my personal book, I noticed that I wrote in one section, I personally create happiness. And, Disney, in this case, it's you always have to smile. It's like a cult of smiling. You get a verbal abuse at work, doesn't matter. You have to take it with a smile. You make eye contact and greet every single person that comes in with a smile. If you don't, you'll get reprimanded. Reprimanded is the word that Disney used for sort of get in trouble. Elwood in the article Service with a Smile explains this and says that it is like a cult-like nature of, this is what you have to do and there's no way around it. So for this indoctrination to work, employees do have to buy into it. But if people are happy, should it matter? Maybe. So I actually decided to look at a few things that relate to how I was feeling to cults, and I did a few quizzes and looked at a few different things online to see if, are you in a cult? For many of these articles, I noticed some similarities between them and with what I feel that a lot of Disney employees from working there identify with. And wondering if, this is just coincidences or if it really is like a cult. And I've been told by many people, you are in a cult of Disney. I have a hard time talking badly about Disney. The only reason that I'm able to make this video critically at this point is because I'm a little bit upset with Disney right now. So the main thing that basically every cult has is they worship their company leader. They worship the leader of that cult. They have them almost like a god. When it comes to Disney, you are worshiping Walt and his beliefs and what he created. And while that isn't really wrong, you sort of look at Star Wars and we're kind of worshiping George Lucas in a way and his ideas. It gets a little bit extreme with the employees at sometimes. Number 2, you're kind of elitist when you're working for Disney. You may be the type of person that Walt would have wanted. And you get told that when you work for Disney, and you feel kind of good about yourself. Part of the reason why it hurts so much to not be taken back is you sort of wonder about yourself. Am I not that person anymore? Does Walt not want me? And sort of in that elitist, you're no longer part of the group nature. You feel disassociated from the group at that point. And sort of relating to the elitist part, number 3, performing secret rituals and rites.
Oh yeah, there's an advanced level. Try to keep up.
So I also did take a quiz, am I in a cult? Because I thought that was kind of funny. And there were a few different ones that really stuck out to me that I said yes to. And I will admit, I said yes to 13 out of 15 of these questions. So yes, I am in a cult. But yes, these were the ones that really stuck out to me. Have you noticed that the group's ideas have filtered into all areas of your life, work, social, and personal life? Yes. Number 2, do you spend less time with your family and friends and more with the group? Yes. As much time as I possibly can. I have booked 2 trips to Disney in the past week. Number 3, do you believe that outsiders are not on your level? We've already discussed this, yes. Number 4, are you pushy and obsessive about your group? Yes. Yes, I am. Number 5, do you feel guilty of not behaving in the way that the group says you should? Yes. Have you ever heard of the Disney point? This is the way you're supposed to point to people in Disney. I still do this. It's been 2 years. So, if it hurts this much to not be invited back to go work at this minimum wage job where actually they make more money on us than we actually make, yeah, I'm probably in a cult. It's sort of what I'm assuming. It has gone from employee engagement to indoctrination at this point. So that's sort of my little spiel about what happened, and I got kicked out of my cult. It's weird. Unfortunate, it's uncomfortable, but it led me to some thinking about how Disney is not just a job. It's really not. It's not a job. And I will say, the first job I had, it was the most amazing job ever. I was in the weirdest ride. I worked in Journey into Imagination with Figment. Weirdest ride ever. But like, shout out to my Figgy friends. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video.